What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the thing that I do. I have no idea. Let me What's going on, guys? Wow, can we not on my phone? Jeez. God. Guys, welcome. I'm not even gonna try to say the intro because juicy stream. Obviously, we don't have the Prophet 5 Rev4. We have something one better. Prophet 6 again. With the Strymon Nightsky, everyone's favorite thing. So why not? Am I right? Yes. So, welcome to another juicy episode of the, whatever we do on Thursday nights, every Thursday night, because after this, I treat myself to In-N-Out. Anyway, let me see. What's going on, everybody? So, we have some topics. Many lovely topics. We'll start out as usual. Just talk about what's going on. Some random things to say. So we'll talk about that. Then we'll get into more of this over here. And then we'll talk about that thing that Sequential did. No big deal. No big deal. And yeah. Then other topics. No Synth Classic this year because I decided not to. So, Analog Weapon, what's up? I gotta figure a better way to use than do my phone like this, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just turn down the volume. I think that'll work better if I do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, right? See, my topic pointing is better, guys. Topic. Oh, man. So, I noticed this week, well, first of all, you guys can let me know how the stream sounds. Per usual, I did my best. And I think we have a very crispy stream once again. Prophet 6 never gets old. Not gonna lie. I've used Prophet 6. You know what's funny? So I talked to Dallas Jammin'. I probably talked to Jade from Dallas Jammin' more than anybody else, like just on a personal basis. We don't talk every day, but we talk at this point maybe like a few times a week, 3 or 4 times a week, right? We just talk about stuff, right? And oh yeah, sorry, no espresso. I want to sleep tonight, I think. So no espresso. What was I gonna say? So I talked to like Jade and she's like, don't you want like new stuff? She just says like, don't you want some new stuff? And I was like, no, I don't want anything new. I was like, I can milk the like 4 synths that I have forever because they're all so interesting and good to me that, whatever. That's how I feel. Let's see. Tony, what's up, man? Jade's all right. Jade, Krispy Kreme. It's Krispy Street. What's up, Chris Hayes? What's going on? Oh man. What's up, Ryan Stevens? Yes, we're gonna talk about the Rev4 later. It's gonna be, I watched the video, and so I have a lot of things to say about it, especially because if you guys have watched the channel or if you watched the channel recently, you know that I made a video about the Prophet 6. Is it still worth it 5 years later, since I've owned the Prophet 6 for, since 2015. Lovely. Love the Prophet 6. Love it. Love it. Speed up things. Do lots of fun things with it, Anywho. The point is, I made that video. And being as how I made that video, I thought, this is my personal thought, I thought that Dave, because there was all the talk about new Peace, I thought Dave was going to bring out the Tempest too, because they just discontinued the Tempest. So based on so many things that were said, I'm like, well, it's good, still good. People will probably appreciate, like, knowing that this is still the one to go with. So that said, we can talk about that, I guess. Overlander, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Obviously, y'all know, don't super chat me. It's very it triggers my self-consciousness, so but I honestly I do very much appreciate it, and I guess at this point, yeah, it's all going towards the Halloween episode, which starts, I already conceptualized it, but I guess now it's like checking out the props that I have that can be like reused, and then I'm really, yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff. The most expensive things I think for this year is I want to hire the actor. I really, really do. If not, then I have to like hire the voice actor and just cut in the voice part, which I would rather get the actual actor because he only has to do like one line. And then the location, which I found some stuff on a website where you can do locations in Los Angeles for like I think it'd probably be like, I think I could shoot it in 5 hours. So it'd be like $500 to shoot the stuff that I want to shoot. If I'm real efficient with it, I could shoot the Halloween special in like 5 hours, and then I could edit it and do all the effects or whatever I need in post or whatever. So anywho, yeah, so thank you for the $5, man. That's it's gonna go towards my favorite episode every year. Let's see. Oh yeah, what are you guys talking about? Let's see. Oh, who said that? What's up, Volatide? Oh, it's Prophet 13. Oh wow. Yeah. There's so many things. I never want to get away from that. Everything that you use in the studio is honestly just a tool. And yes, there are things that are better than other things, but there are also things that are just different. And accepting that things are just different is probably one of the biggest things for me. I don't want to convince people, but yeah, I think I've said it before. I get asked all the time, like, what is the best? And I really have to sometimes like curb my cynical nature, because I know that people are at different places. And so, a lot of times people will ask about something that they really want to know about. And yeah, I can't just always say, well, it's just a tool. Like, it's just a tool. It's not always, doesn't always work. So, oh my gosh. Oh. Coffin. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get the last name wrong, dude. Naktmar. Coffin Naktmar. Thank you for the 666, which is, I don't know if I can work in 666 into this year's Halloween episode, but I think I probably can. So thank you for the $666 super chat, man. I mean, I don't know. I just feel weird about the whole, like, I'm not going to turn the super chats off, but there's a reason why I don't have a Patreon. It's like, I don't know, just like giving free content, y'all. That's all. So anyway, if you do camera work and you live in LA, Coffin, you will get paid, because I can shoot it myself, or but when you shoot it yourself, it takes so much longer So, yeah, I guess I could keep milking the Prophet 6 analog weapon and literally make the joke about the Prophet 666. Um, I don't know. uh, oh yeah, Overlander. Your lack of Patreon is why I give you $5 each time. I mean, yeah, yeah, Patreon is for some people, and people make a lot of money on Patreon. Like, it's crazy how much people make on Patreon sometimes. But, uh, blah blah blah. I just I like. Oh, Robert Tyrett, what's up? Let's see. Tom Evans, I always appreciate that you review and make good tunes with the gear that isn't even on the radar. Cheers, bud. Cool. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm just not good at making stuff unless I really feel like inspired to do it. And I'm trying to think, in the last year, I mean, how many videos have I done with stuff? I'm gonna look actually right now, because I'll be honest. Like, sometimes I'm surprised by the channel. Like, actually, I'm surprised by the growth consistently of the channel. Like, obviously, I'm not like blowing up. Like, I'm not making viral videos or anything. But I keep just doing the same thing I've been doing with just random stuff. And so yeah, let me look. Ooh. All right, Alex. Just because you said, and also thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Crank the filter. I mean, people don't like that. We can mess around. I guess that's the next part. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do this real quick, and then we will mess with that. So let's see. How many videos? Let's see. So if I just go to my videos that I've done, public, let's see. So I'm trying to think. If we're going to go back to the last Halloween special. Okay. Oh wow, I don't do very many videos, you guys. How funny. You guys are awesome. Oh, anyway, so the last video I did, the Arturia Micro Freak. That was last year's Halloween episode, right? How funny. So the only other piece of gear I've used that's like new is the Subharmonicon. I've made videos about things that I've owned for a long time, like the Moger Fogers or like the Sub 37 versus Grandmother. I made a video about the Prophet 6, of course, and I made the tier list video. I don't know. I just, I get that, like, people are, what the hell? I know that people are really big about new gear. Like, they do a lot of those. Loop Hop, obviously, but that's why I like those guys, because that means I don't have to do it. If they do all the new stuff, I just keep staying in my little corner of the internet, and, like, hopefully I do stuff that you guys enjoy. Okay, now, geez, the super chats, guys. Crazy, dude. Alex Helen. Oh, wow. Greg Eckstein. Wow. $10. Thank you, man. Thank you for the $4.99, Alex, and the $10. And then, okay, this is good. I can't pronounce your name. $100. I don't know what that currency is, but I'm going to say it's 100 of something very important. What do you think about the Analog 4 and the Novation Peak? So real quick, I would say that the Analog 4 is an Electron piece that I would rather have the Novation Peak over that if that is your choice, if those are your two choices. So make sure that, like, I don't influence you too much, because when I think of, when you ask that question, it's like, what do you want? Those two are totally different. I think they'd be great to complement each other though, because the Peak is like a special like digital analog hybrid synth, and then obviously the Analog 4 is you know analog within Electron's like ecosystem. So I really think it depends on what you want, but I think together those are a very good complement. I guess I can add more to that maybe. Rubles. Wow. Rubles are awesome. Thank you, man. That's the first rubles I've ever got. All right. You guys let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. But this is for Alex, obviously. That's fun, right? Okay. Is that better? So, by the way, this is the Prophet through the Night Sky? Yeah. No effects on, all effects off. I could probably sort of get that. It's basically like a room reverb. Let's see. It's probably not going to sound. There's like a pitch thing going, but that's kind of hard to do. I mean, this patch is doing a bunch of stuff, by the way. Increase resonance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I mean, as a person who likes pedals. It's kind of good, right? I think it's kind of good. Like, what's up, Jordan Lee? I don't have like I don't have my sustain pedal, but hopefully you guys let me know if it's too loud again. Brandon Doris, I do have a Zoya. So this patch has like a high pass filter within it. Well, I can't reach that anyway. So this is basically like naked, right? Right? I guess. And then, obviously, it sounds better with this. I hope. Hopefully it's not too loud, guys. And most of the effects are obviously coming from the Nightsky. I mean, I like this 8. These are just like the stock factory presets. You know what I'm saying? This is like it's like a cool like tape pitch patch, which I like, right? I like, obviously I like a lot of patches. My favorite mono patch is 278. And so it kind of knows the like when you let off of a sound, it like will decay it with some pitch, which is really tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, check it out, right? Right? Which I think is kind of tight. So yeah, here's the these are the effects on Valcore. Good old effects, you know? Good old effects, right? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Time to talk about this topic. It's time, guys. This is juicy. Let's switch over. So, as all of you know, hopefully I'm not yelling into the mic, something special was released today, I think, technically. This. It's here. Now, I watched the video from the sequential YouTube page, obviously. Let's see. Topping pointing is on point, of course. So are you in the Night Sky official now? I guess so. I guess so. So, all right. I guess it's kind of weird, right? In terms of like... It's kind of weird to have a Prophet 5 and a Prophet 10. So, when I was looking at the video, what I found was that, and maybe you guys have read this, Bagel of the Future, Minecraft Steve in Smash. So, let's be honest. I don't think any of us really saw a Prophet 5 coming out. I mean, if I were to say that I thought a Prophet 5 was coming out, I would be lying. Because, you know, one thing that I even brought up in my video about the Prophet 6 5 years later, is it worth it? Oh, well. I brought up that, you know, Dave has said many times that he wasn't going to redo what he already did. So when you see something like the Prophet 5, it's kind of like contradictory to that, right? And a bunch of people actually hit me up today saying like they thought Sequential's philosophies were problematic because they had pushed this narrative for so long about not redoing or reissuing things. And I understand that point of view. Here's the thing. I'm a big believer in that if you're going to do something, you need to do it right. And the first thing that I thought when I saw the Prophet 5 and people talking about it, well, first I was disappointed that it wasn't a Prophet Rev4, because that's what I want. I mean, I'm sorry. It wasn't a Tempest 2 because I want a Tempest 2. But that said, look at this. Isn't it weird? Is it not super weird to see like a Prophet 5 and a Prophet 10 like on their page? Yes, Alex, Dave lied to us. I mean, so let's see. It's like, so Robert, what's up, says, it's like, I'm glad they started making straight Prophet 5s again. It's like when Gibson reissues a classic 1970s amps or whatever. Yeah, and you know, I think one of the biggest things to think about when, I guess, looking at the landscape of synths nowadays is that you basically have, people have everything that they always wanted. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this patch anymore, guys. We're gonna just... that's good. There we go. This is probably done by Peter Dyer. Yeah. That's better, right? I like that better. That's fun. Anywho, I mean, what better to have than in the background than like a prophet? I should have had this pulled up before I pulled up the like page, you know? Like as I'm showing it. Like have that up. Anywho, so yeah. Let's see. I was so hyped for the Prophet 12. Actually, yeah. I could see the Prophet 12 successor as well. So yeah, I actually think like we should talk about the nitty-gritty about this. So it's cool. Obviously, all they're doing between the Prophet 5 and the Prophet 10 is changing the badge, but you get the Prophet 5 with 5 voices, and you get the Prophet 10 with 10 voices, same as the originals, right? And you know, the biggest thing in the video that I got a good feeling about was that Dave got a lot of important people to put, you know, what they had originally put into these products back in, meaning that like he resourced the original chips for the you know, oscillators, for the VCOs. He got the original chips from the same manufacturer. He got the same filters from the manufacturer. He had you know, the low pass filter was designed by Dave Rossum, so he has that put in. He basically said it's designed exactly the same way as the original. And so the thing for me is that, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing reissues or blah, 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 but like, you know, Dave pushed this whole Prophet, you know, reissue thing off like heavily. He was super, super adamant on like not doing it. And so to see it be done and him to actually do it, in my opinion, correctly, i.e., let's just not make a Prophet 5 clone. Let's make another, let's just re-release the Prophet 5. And I think like when you talk about, I guess, the Prophet 6, I've heard a Prophet 5 in person. Does the Prophet 6 sound like a Prophet 5 to me? No. Sounds like a good-ass synthesizer, but when I heard the Prophet 5, let me just say this. I've only heard a Prophet 5, a genuine Prophet 5 in good condition, once or twice. I'm gonna say twice because I heard it once years ago when I was just like buying some stuff in a studio, and then I heard it when I was at Dave Smith Instruments in San Francisco, right? Nothing. I've never heard a synthesizer sound like that before, and what it sounds like to me is it sounded like. So I had a sequential multi-track, which is, you know, it's an old synthesizer from the 80s or whatnot. There's something like beautiful about a Prophet 5, but at the same time, the Prophet 5 has like those era of synths with those components had like a haunting sound. The Prophet 6, and this is the best way I can explain it, Prophet 6 doesn't have the same haunt as the Prophet 5. The Prophet 5 had a heck of a haunt. And I really truly believe that. And that's something that it's hard to find. I don't know if you can. And I don't want to hype it up because, you know, let's be honest, let's break it down. Like, am I going to get a Prophet 5? Is this guy going to get a Prophet 5 Rev4? No, I am not going to get a Prophet 5 Rev4. And that's primarily because I kind of am at that place where I only buy things I need. Yeah, Robert, I think it's yeah, it's haunting. And Chris says, what do you mean by haunting? Well, I mean, like, a sound that just makes you feel, it can make you feel uneasy if you set it right. I just don't think the Prophet 6 has that same thing where it can just make you feel eerie, you know? It can just make you kind of like, you know, the hair stand up on you when you want it to. It can't do that. It gets close, but an emotional feeling is something very different than like a you know, an artificial like trying so hard to reach. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying the Prophet 5 has that thing just because it's a Prophet 5. I'm saying a lot of synths in that era. The sequential multi-track, which is way more like blah blah, who gives a care. Like the sequential multi-track had that same thing. Let's see. Dave, come on, let us like zoom in. Dave's killing me by not letting us zoom in, guys. Whoa, hold on. Super chat. Wait for my Prophet 5 Rev 2 versus Prophet 6 presets video. It's shocking how much they can sound spot on. The same. Guys, check it out. Vodafone Vision Sound. Check out the video. Evolver is less haunting and more demonic. I feel like the Evolver is like... but the Evolver is such a great... I love the Evolver. I love the Evolver for the same reason I love the Tempest. I love those Prophet VS wave shapes. I love just like the aliasing of those. It's just... It's so unique. But I do need to point out, once again, because I said this in my video, the problem with Dave Smith Instruments lineup is that every synth is a flagship. I mean, and it's not, and I don't know why I'm saying problem. I'm just saying people have consistently said that they're trying to look for cheaper alternatives, and it's obviously given Behringer a big part of the market to grab at. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. Let's go down this page. Is there one synthesizer on this page that is less than $2,000? Prophet 12 desktop. You could probably get one used for less than $2,000, but I mean, you know, like, I don't even know if I want to like look, but you know what I'm saying? It's not as if there's nothing bad here. Every single product is like home run. Obviously, these aren't out, so I don't know. I played the Pro 3, home run. I played the Prophet X. I played the XL. I played the Rev 2. I played the 6. Obviously, I own it. Obviously, this is amazing, the OB6. But some you know, it's not as crazy as say some of Moog's upper end like stuff. You know, $10,000 system 50 or whatever. And I know someone's going to point out the Toriaz, but it's not on the Dave Smith website. It's not on the sequential website, so no one say the Toriaz. Someone point out the Rev 2 is less than 2K. I guess it's like, what, $1,500? But let's be honest. I mean, I don't want to like poo-poo it again, but the Rev 2 is built on the same sort of foundation as the Prophet 08. Right? Not saying the Prophet 08 is bad. I'm just saying, like, you know, you get the most voices, but you get the oldest synth architecture in a sense, you know, if that makes sense. So, now it's interesting. Do I kind of like the way Dave is going where, you know, no screens, like, yeah, he has the 3-digit display, obviously, but, let's go to the Prophet 10. I don't know how much these cost. If someone knows how much these cost. Yeah, Jordan Lee, yeah. Yeah, and see, that's my thing. That's my thing. Right now, now you guys remember, y'all remember, Dave Smith instruments used to have a very, very, very striated range of synthesizers. So boom, um, you could hit the Mofo for you could hit the Mofo for like $300. The Mofo desktop, you could hit that for $300, which was one voice of the Prophet 08. Then you want to step it up to four voices. You could get with four voices with two layers with the Tetra. Tetra was like $800, right? Then boom, you could go sidestep if you want the Mofo with the keyboard, and that was like $700 for the yellow, the beautiful yellow. I love the Mofo. But the Mofo had a different architecture with the extra like sub than the Tetra than the Prophet 08. And then you could go up if you wanted the keyboard and the Tetra, you could go to the Mofo X4, but it was like the Tetra with the four voices, but with this extra sub from the Mofo, but four times. You were hitting all these like levels, you know what I'm saying? And so, my thing is, I'm not against making every synth amazing, but like, when the consumer, I know the consumers because they're in every freaking video I make. When like, and I said this in the last stream, I'll talk about something that's totally unrelated, right? And then someone comes in and is gonna say like, well, but like, but Behringer, and someone made like a hilarious like super chat last week. But that's just what people do. Like they're gonna come in and say like, but what about Behringer? And it's like, okay, but like we're talking about two totally different things. Like, why would you bring up Behringer? And I think it's that, you've got to have something at that price point. Just take one voice from the Prophet 5 and make it the Pro, I don't know, the Pro 0.5 or the Pro 0.2. I don't know. Just let people taste it for $300, 400, $500, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it's also hard because when people look and they want to get any of this stuff, when people want to get, and also I wanted to talk about this, and I'll talk about this later, but the Pro 3, I guess, is the flagship mono synth. That's the only mono synth on this whole page, right? And it's $1,500. Like, I don't think it's going to cannibalize stuff if you go with like a Pro 3-ish thing, one voice, desktop, or smaller, cheaper, one octave. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to cannibalize what you have here. So I'm just saying, Prophet 5, I think if someone said it's going to be like it's going to be like three grand, $3.5 for the Prophet 5, and then $42.99 Prophet 10. I would, and I have friends at Dave Smith, guys. Like, let me be honest. Like, obviously, I've been in this whole thing for a while. So, me knowing people at the companies, Dave Smith, I talked to him. So no, like, none of what I say is against it. I'm trying to be honest. It's just this. Okay. Okay. When I was 15, Moog only had like one or two synthesizers out. It was still new to the new Moog music thing. And the two synthesizers that were out was the Little Fatty and like the Voyager, right? And so like, I'm sitting there, and mind you, there weren't a lot of synth companies doing analog stuff at the time. So like, I'm over here, like, I'm over here as like a 15, 16-year-old looking at a synth, looking at a Moog that I want so badly because it's got the look, it's got the sound that I want, but it's $1,500 and I'm like 15, I'm 16, 17, whatever. I'm making like $120 every 2 weeks working at freaking like where's I working? C's Candies or something, right? I'm working at like C's Candies, making like $9 an hour. I don't know what I'm doing, right? And so like, you know, a lineup like this, I want it. I want the Prophet 5. I want the OB6. I want the Pro 3. But it almost forces people to either make poor financial decisions, and this is me as a person who maxed out a stupid Guitar Center credit card and an American Express credit card to buy the Prophet 6 5 years ago. It pushes people because when you're younger and you don't know better, you think that like you need this stuff, and it's not like you don't need it. It's that you want it so badly. So what I'm saying is like it almost forces people to have to go with a company like Behringer. Do I like Behringer? It's just a company. I don't care. I have no nostalgia for them or anything. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's impossible. Like for some people, or it's gonna cause some 18-year-old to do dumb things like I did, and open a credit card for $3,000 to afford the thing. I mean, I could have waited, sure, you know, but you know, you're also dumb at that point. I am, at least. I don't know. I just I don't need the prices on these to come down. No one needs the prices on these to come down. The price is fair. You know, I think that pricing is, none of us know what it actually costs to make one of these. So when everyone says like, it doesn't cost that much to make it, we don't know. We don't know about the R&D time. I'm never one to complain and say X product shouldn't cost as much money. It costs as much as the demand. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is like, you gotta throw a bone to those dudes who are like, or those women or whomever, whatever it is. You gotta throw a bone to us to just like get us in the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see the Prophet 5. We want the Prophet 5. It's legendary. We want the Pro 1. They gotta go back to a design similar to the striated Mofo, Tetra. You know, just come. You know, I don't know. Sorry, guys. It was a rant. I apologize. Anywho, the Prophet 5 has lots of good things in it. Vintage sound. You get the vintage knobs, guys. So let's see. They apparently, it says here, we did extensive research into exactly what made the original sound the way it did. And so they got the genuine Prophet 5 hardware components. Now, let's be honest. What the Prophet 6 has over the Prophet 5 is, in my opinion, it's got effects. So like, you can't really look past that. Let's not look past that it has effects, you know? And I mean, I like the effects. Now, maybe they're not as fancy as a Strymon Nightsky, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. It's there. Anywho, I can go back to not me ranting. So yeah, let me talk to you guys because I ranted too long. I'm sorry. Each knob costs $100. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15. Okay. Yeah, all the knobs cost $100. It's the innards that are the cheap part. Artificial intelligence. So this is, I want to point out, Music Man C says, no offense, but stop it. You buy sneakers, you get Nike or Gucci up too, but we don't get the right to say what they charge. It's the market. And yeah, I agree. And I think that that's the thing. Like, people have said like this is always interesting to me. So if none of you know, maybe you guys don't know, but I actually, for the last few years, I've run a production company that does videos and whatnot for other, you know, I've done a lot of production videos for other companies, right? So as me running a production company, only I know the cost to the like penny of what it's going to cost to make a video. But my clients all the time will say things like, well, how much is this? And how much is this? And you tell them exactly what it is, like cost. And then they're like, okay, well, okay, great. That's how much it is. And you're like, well, wait, it can't just be cost. I also have to like, if I'm paying an editor, I also have to like pay myself to like do the work. And it's the same thing for like products when you buy them, right? It's not just the cost of the materials and the cost of like the labor. There's also like a cost of like the lights and, you know, other stuff. And so I never like to say, because what people see is like that's why people see the Behringer and they're like, oh, I got the Behringer Prophet 600 for $600. So a Prophet 5 is like not a, you know, it should be like $800. And it's like, I don't know, like the market is the market, you know? And now, do I agree all the time with the market? Well, not really. Do I want the Prophet 5 to cost $3,500? Well, no, I don't. But, you know, I'm not going to buy it. And I'm not buying it because it's bad. I'm just not buying it because I'm at the point in my career where I buy the things that I need more than just the things that like I want. And, you know, I guess people, the thing is, like, I think a lot of people break it. They look at it and they're like, they think, I don't know why people think they know exactly every component that goes into a piece. And then they just say, that's how much it is. Like, I don't know. That's probably a whole larger discussion than this live stream about synths. But I don't know. That's my feeling about it, is that like, if people did all the parts list, what they do is they'd find like a parts list, or they'd like deconstruct they deconstruct like a synth or whatever product it is, and then they count every single like transistor and resistor and whatever key, and then like, well, it should actually cost this much, but like there's, you know, there's lights, there's rental on the building, then there's like R&D, there's like a lot of stuff. So like, I don't know. To me, was the Prophet 6 worth $3,000 and a headache from collections companies? Yeah, it was. It was, to me. From what I've used it for fun and professionally for the last 5 years, yes, it is worth it to me. But might not be worth it to everybody. And same with the Prophet 5. You know? A lot of people have disposable income. So, You know. Let's see. And I said this one time to someone, like, maybe it's us. Maybe it's like us as creatives. Maybe we don't want the things to cost so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know? So. Okay, and that's fair. Coffin says they're a luxury brand. Okay. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Let's see. And, you know I want to talk about that jam, but, you know, I don't think so. Okay, yeah. Good job, JDL Photo 1992. The creep sound I'm talking about is like that. Yeah. You know how kind of like those old like 70s like soundtracks where like it's supposed to sound like it's happy, but for some reason it sounds creepy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. My background sounds are hot. Oh crap! Should I turn it down? Guys are. Music Man C. Do you mean the background sounds are hot or bad? I don't know. I can't tell. Is it too much? I don't know. You're in charge of that, Music Man C. You need to tell me if I need to turn down some profit back here. Oh yeah, valid chord. E, F sharp, G. Let's see. No more crack plugins, y'all. I've got to step up your game. Oh, okay. You know, I feel like this is Peter Dyer. I don't know. You guys know who Peter Dyer is, right? Like Peter Dyer is like a dope keyboard player. He played for like a lot of very famous people. He was also in the band for American Idol. Oh, that's better. That's better. So Alexis Champ sources, hey, listen, man. No offense intended, but your username means nothing in French. It's just bad grammar. I know. I actually had my friend who's French on the train make up the name when we were in France. And she was like, it doesn't mean what blah, blah, blah. And she's like, but you can do it. So I tell the story to everyone. The name came when I was traveling from France to London. And basically, long story short, someone on the train who was French, who, God, I forget. Well, she was a black and white photographer, and I told her blah 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 and like name blah blah blah, and she was like, "Oh, this could be a good name." So for everyone who's like, "You're an idiot," I always say, a French person made it up as I was traveling from France to London. And they were like, it's fine. So I don't think it's supposed to mean anything. It never really meant anything. So let's see. Oh man. Is that an analog plant? This is actually a digital plant. Do you guys like my yellow? My one yellow? So what do you guys think? I want to know. Let me just let's get like a nice flow real quick. I don't even want to hear if you have the money. You may or may not have the money wherever you're at right now. The Prophet 5 comes out. Dave puts every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears he has into it, even doing something he never would do. And you're basically getting a Prophet 5 original, but also a Prophet 5 Rev 3, and multiple versions of like the filter design and all that stuff. Everything is like original. So it's like getting a Prophet 5 from 1970 something, but now you're getting it in pristine, like in-box condition. Do you buy it? I want to know. Do you buy it? For whatever price it is. And just think of your financial situation. Do you buy it? I want to know. I want to see what y'all say. While I turn this up. I have the money, okay. Hellbound Hillbilly. Marvelous-1. Do you ever have synth parties where you invite friends over and you guys program all night? I wish. Tell that to Ricky Tines, who lives 2 blocks away and never comes over. Okay, no. Produced by Douglas says Rev 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one. That's very true. Not interested. Music Man C, are you actually gonna get one? Frathens of Sanity. 6 is better in features. Okay, produced by Douglas. I will sell my Prophet 6 for the Prophet 5 hands down. Really? Wow. Okay. Chris Hayes, meh. Hillbilly, nope. CJ, Prophet 6 is $4,300. $4,300 is a lot. I would personally, instead of buying a Prophet, I would buy the Modal 002 before I bought a Prophet 5. Mr. Pirate Brain, no. Tim, no. No. Roberts, no, I already have a mini log. Yeah. Total overlap. Let's see. Probably. Okay, for that quad damage. 2 on the Synth, 2 on your rack. I think the Prophet 510 is a cash grab, but like Heroin Addict, I can't say no. Actually, and that kind of brings up an interesting point that I kind of think about. Like, if you were a Prophet 5 owner, I didn't really bring this up. So if you guys don't know, I swore off years ago off of buying vintage analog synthesizers. There were so many headaches involved. I decided, regardless of like how the sound or what I thought about it, my whatever, I don't know, sentimental value. I just said I was never buying a vintage synthesizer again. So for the people who maybe had a bunch of headaches with a Prophet 5 that they bought, this is probably a great way to get out of that, to get away from that original, and to keep, if they're not a collector, they get to keep the sounds and, really do it the right way, I think. Obviously, the original Prophet 5s are still probably going to be more sought after, but like, if you're a person like me who just doesn't want headaches, I think this Prophet 5 thing is a good thing. Let's see. Why can't I do that? That's weird. JDL photo. I got a Prophet 6 and it's amazing synth. Kicks most Roland 6 voices ass. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah. Overlander, been waiting for Ricky / Noir stuff. How do I pressure him? I'll give you his address. Gamer tag, maybe if another stimulus check. Yeah, Dave Smith. Dave Smith didn't release earlier because he was waiting to see if there would be stimulus checks, guys. That'd be funny. A lot of people talking about the Udo Super 6. I played the Udo. I think it sounded very good. For the money, I'd rather have a... Okay. BDLM, I'd rather have a Prophet X. Interesting, interesting. Let's see. Timberwolf all day. Polybrute is more interesting than the Prophet 510. Polybrute, really? Interesting. How does the VST compare to it? Actually, you know what? Interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so I think the thing is, will I get one? I mean, I got the main line to Dave Smith. Like, I can text a guy, or I can email him. I can email, like, the artist relations guy at Sequential. And he probably has the Prophet 5s, like, promised to, like, a bunch of way bigger artists than me. Could I get one? Would I get one? If they would send me one for like a week and I'll send it back, I will get one for the channel. The thing is, I feel like I feel like it's probably a bad thing to do, you know? Like if I just borrow one. Cuz you know, I feel like if I get one for the channel and then I say I'm going to do a comparison between the Prophet 5 Rev4 and the Prophet 6, like that's a bad thing to do, if that makes sense, you know? Mainly because I don't think that, like, I don't know. Like, why does he have one? Why does J3PO have one and I don't have one? What is up with this, guys? Let's look at this. Wait. Oh, I think they must have sent him one because it doesn't have the Prophet 5. It doesn't have the Prophet 5 badge over here, so they must have sent him one pre-production. Yeah. Well, I will say that I would love to have the ability to play one, but then, you know, I don't think I do it justice. Like, this is the thing. Like, I think, like, this is maybe for collectors, too. And I don't think I'm the person... I don't appeal to, like, collectors. Like, I think someone like Synth... what's his name? Synth... Oh, dude. Dude, Paolo. What's his name? Paolo? If you guys know who Paolo is. Paolo. Synthmania. Paolo from Synthmania. He would be the right person to get a Prophet 5 Rev4, I think. So, yeah, I just think he would do a better job, to be honest. Yeah, Synthmania, yeah. Anywho, I'm sure if you offer to do a hands-on, they'll give you one. I guess. And Synth Forever would be good to do it. You know? I just, yeah, I'm the type of person to be honest about stuff like that. Like, what's his name? Like, if you're Bo, if you're Roland, and you're like, I want to send my product to someone, don't send me your product. That's how I feel. You should know not to send me stuff. Dr. Mix should get one too, because I don't know if Dr. Mix has a Prophet 5. Oh, Inalt has one. Yeah, he always does a good reviews. Yeah. I would get one, but the thing is, I would do it in my way, so I'd have to really be. That's why I don't know. Like people would really maybe like be hard on me, because what I would get was so many people who were like not my viewers, and they would be like, "What are you doing? Like you're an idiot." So I would get one to maybe have fun with and do something in my style, but like I probably shouldn't be one of the first people to have one. I could be honest about that. It's not better than the Timberwolf, no, guys. Obviously not. Oh, guys, yeah, Vitaphone Vision Sound. Isn't Alex Ball amazing? I love Alex. He's so great. Talking about Alex Ball, let's get into that. Best synth YouTuber. Oh, that was loud, right? Best synth YouTuber. I don't know. Is that really a thing? Like, is one person a synth YouTuber? I don't know. I feel like do when you guys look at the community, is that how you guys look at it? Like, because I would say that there's people who fit into certain like niches, and they sort of stay there. Like, you know, Loopop and Bo are definitely like your go-to. They're gonna almost hit like everything day one. You know what I'm saying? Loopop especially is gonna hit it like pre-day one. He's gonna hit like day -1 or whatever. Geosynth, dude. Interesting. Geosynth. We don't actually have to talk about this topic very long. I put it in here, and then I was like, this is kind of lame. I'll just talk about the Prophet Rev4. Prophet 5 Rev4 anyway. So we're not talking about this topic anymore. I'm bored of this topic already. I want to talk about number 5. Roland is good. So I got a lot of people talking about my tier list who are like, not happy that Roland was so high. So let's like, I just want to look at their lineup and kind of see how I saw it. So here we go. This is how I saw it, just so y'all know. Oh wait, before we do that, did you guys see this? No, shut up, Music Radar. Did you guys see this little cute little Prophet Mini? God, enough ads on this. Do you guys see this? I guess there's this company called Pico Factory, and they made this Prophet, well, I guess, yeah, this sequential Prophet Mini. You guys seen that? Oh yeah, Music Track JP is great. So I don't know. Basically, I don't really know like if it's out. It's 4 voices. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. I don't even know if it has like price or anything. Obviously, I don't know what this is saying, but I don't know how you can like translate that. I'm in Chrome, so I don't know why it's not translating. Would you guys be interested in this or the Prophet 5 Rev4? Looks cute to me. It's kind of like it's kind of like a mini Korg, which is kind of cool. No, 37 keys, so these look like normal size keys. So it's kind of like a, I guess like a MS-2000 kind of size maybe. Let's see, they'll have a demo version. Interesting. Mini, yeah. What's up, Rainbow Messenger? The Prophet Mini is for me. Mini is historical. These knobs. Yeah. We'll see. Now, I'll put it like this. If I can get this, I'll get this. If I can find my way to get that, I'll get that. So, okay, the Roland thing. So, let me just point out, when I was going through the whole tier list thing, I came to like Roland's website, and since I don't know what they have, I'm assuming I remember what they have, right? But then I'm over here and I'm like, okay, let's go down, right? And I'm like, okay, Jupiter X. So not for everybody, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But yet and still a very much like ode to kind of a synthesizer, you know what I'm saying? So like me saying, because a lot of people were like, oh, the Jupiter X, like poo-poo on the Jupiter X, but like, dude, it's paying homage to something, and you know, I just kind of, I feel like even if it's not for you, I had to count it as like, here's a flagship from Roland, you know what I'm saying? I think it looks beautiful. I think it has a lot of great, you know, a lot of great features. You know, as a flagship, they're hitting their, you know, their audience for like the Jupiter. Like, oh, it's another Jupiter, even though it's not whatever it is. But you know what I'm saying? So this is what I saw. I saw Jupiter X. Wow, like that's great, you know? And when you look in the specs, you've got, you know, all the kinds of stuff you'd want to see, you know? Like they use this Zen Core sound generation. Like, no, it's not a freaking Jupiter 8. But, you know, this is for someone. Anyway. And then I was like, what's next? Oh, the Jupiter XM. Cool. Kind of looks a little bit like, what is that? Like a Jupiter 4-ish? Yeah, it doesn't really, but I'm just saying. They're kind of going smaller, so just maybe think of a smaller one. Okay, boom. Great. Looks great. Okay, I see someone saying it's not a flagship. I mean, I guess flagship is subjective, is it not? And then I was like, okay, what do they have next? JDXA. Now, do I think the JDXA is kind of crippled? Kinda. When I'm looking at the JDXA, first thing because I remember it only has 4 voices. Okay. It only has 4 analog voices, but then it has 64 digital voices, and I'm not sure if it uses the Supernatural engine, but it might. I think the Supernatural engine sounds good, personally. So, you know, like, you know, and this, just to say, this is how I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, wow, Roland is hitting the analog part for people. They're hitting, you know, I mean, like, well, also their page is freaking awesome. You know, it's basically like 2 synthesizers in one. Like, I was like, you know, this is very, like, this is kind of like, Prophet X in a way. Like, let's just, I'm trying to make a comparison, okay? That's very powerful, you know? Like, let's not look past that. So I'm not looking past that. Then there's, near and dear to my heart, the JDXI, 1 voice of analog, and then the Supernatural engine on everything else. So I'm already being like, look, this is solid. This is solid. I'm saying solid things. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, okay, look, they got this other thing, which is like, you know, it's got their analog circuit behavior technology thing. They got 2 versions of that, which plays very well in the box. Okay, so I'm impressed, right? And then I'm like, oh, they got the System M1M, a Eurorack, but also could be standalone. Okay, Gaia. One of my friends, like, and people poo-poo the Gaia, but let me just say, my homie Ron Avant plays with the Gaia live with Anderson .Paak, so people can poo-poo it, but like, it's just a tool, right? Fine. This is new, the TR-06. Fine. Now, this wasn't there before, but I'm just saying, you know, it's not for everybody. It's a boutique. But, and then you get into more, obviously, the boutiques. Not for everybody if you're not really into like a full like reissue analog. And then cool, you have the SE, an analog synthesizer. I guess this is like it's the Moog sound, right? It's the version of the I guess it's like the Boog for Roland, right? So I'm like, that's good. Like I was like impressed as I was like going down. I was like, there's a lot of stuff. They don't even have some other stuff on here. Like, I'm in the analog modeling part of synthesizers, but let's see if I can go to the products again. Some of this stuff is in like weird places. Their site kind of sucks for this. How am I gonna find some of that? I'm just gonna try. No, it's not even in there. Anyway, you know what they have. They have the other stuff that's not on the analog modeling page. I just don't know how to find it. Production, no. Organs, pianos, keyboards. Like, what is that one? Like it's not even on their page. The JX03, the JX. Yeah, this is not even on their page anymore. It's discontinued. But like, yeah, the boutiques aren't for everybody. But when I was sort of looking over my list, this is what I saw. And then people were mad that I put Yamaha at like F. But the comparison for Yamaha was that Yamaha has like so many synths to pull from, and they're not doing it hardly at all, except for when people were saying like the Mod X. People are like, well, the Mod X is the greatest ever. I'm like, fine, that's fine, but that's one. So like, now maybe I was being kind of cruel, but fine. Like, you know, I'm not really in the, you know. I guess you can be more cruel when you never do like sponsor videos and you never do, you know, you're never concerned about like a company being like, we're not sending you any more shit. Like, you know, I don't care. Anyway, so I think we hit everything tonight. Exciting stuff, guys. I mean, you're getting basically 4 versions of the new Prophet in the original package. You're getting 3 old Prophets and 1 new Prophet for the price of 1. If that makes sense, right? Also, what did it have that somebody said that I can't? Let's see. I think you have. Yeah, see, that's cool. You have Polymod, in and out, all good stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, let me see the amp envelope. My question, honestly, because this happens a lot, is the amp envelope analog? Because a lot of times what companies will do is they'll do everything except the amp envelope as like analog. They'll do everything else. They'll just do it digitally because I think it's easier to make sure it's spot on if they do it digitally. So I'm interested to see if they do that on the Prophet 5. I might ask because they don't put it here. So, guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out, guys. Anywho, I guess that's it for tonight, guys. This was a very, what do you call it? Enlightening stream for me. Also, I think the hilarious thumbnail. Also, the thumbnail is gonna get people so mad. They're gonna get so mad about that, but I think the thumbnail's funny, so people can hate me all they want. I think the thumbnail's funny. I'm looking at the thumbnail right now. I could include Will Smith cry, sort of like, what was it? Entanglement face and Michael Jordan cry meme. So I say good. Prophet 5 desktop? No, I don't think they'll do a Prophet 5 desktop. No. Anyway, I hope you guys liked tonight's stream. You know, it was exciting for me to see the Prophet 5, even though I selfishly wanted a Tempest. Not, you know, I don't get everything I want, just like none of us do. But, you know, hopefully the next synth is going to be a Tempest. And then I can actually be super excited and, like, you know, totally, like, nerd out on, like, something I'm actually going to buy. Because I don't have $3,500 to buy Prophet 5 with. And I'd want the Prophet 10, so I definitely don't have $4,300. Not off of not having a patron, so, and just making ad rev, you know, guys. Marvelous One, does this community have a Discord where we can talk about synths? I don't, but you can join Bo Beats community. Bo Beats community is way cooler than mine anyway. I'm terrible at this because I don't really get stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I really just, I don't cover enough new stuff, and I don't feel like I'm, like, very good, so. Anywho, thank you guys again for joining. You know, if you want to rewatch all the hilarity, it'll be up for 24 hours after. So, thank you guys for watching. Play us out with the synth here. Anyways, I'll see y'all guys on next Thursdays when hopefully more things will come out so I can talk about them and not have no topics. So, see you guys next stream. Peace out.